Tharoor.
Speaker, I do appreciate the intention of the Minister to set up the New Delhi International Arbitration Centre to encourage arbitration in India, but I'm afraid I have to object to the introduction of this version of the bill because of three reasons, sir. Number one, we need an autonomous arbitration centre which is independent of the government, especially since arbitration involving PSUs is a common feature in our country. The bill vests the powers of direction and control with the central government in relation to the arbitration centre. Therefore, the Minister must remove these powers from his General Superintendent's powers, otherwise independence will not be there, it will not be seen as an arbitration centre. Number two, sir, three reasons. Number two, the bill specifies that every rule made under it shall be placed before Parliament. Now, we have to give enough room to the elbow room to the centre to change its arbitration rules for administering disputes. But the fact is that the world is changing in the field of arbitration. The Singapore Centre for International Arbitration has amended its rules multiple times since 2010 and is actually receiving many cases that should come to India. It's procedurally burdensome to put this before the central government, and I would request that this also have to be looked at again. And third, the relationship between the centre and the parties are contractual in nature. Thus, the centre must be held accountable and should work in a transparent manner. The limitation of liability of the centre under this law is too broad. It will fail the purpose of achieving an arbitration law. Rather than adopting a wide exception such as good faith, the bill should adopt a more acceptable standard for the question of the centre's liability. The transparency standards also need to be increased, and of course the centre is deemed to be under the ambit of the RTI Act, which is also a challenge the Minister appears to have overlooked. So let me request the Speaker, we do need a robust international arbitration centre that can make India the hub of arbitration. Right now, many Indian cases are going to Singapore because we're not doing it, sir. Therefore, if the Minister would withdraw this bill, think of these objections, come back with a bill that can truly meet international standards, he could introduce that. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.